obviously 5% of the Muslim population, of the UK population is Muslim, but 95% are not. And so they may be unaware of the challenges and difficulties that we face as a community when it comes to Islamophobia. So Islamophobia Awareness Month is designed to kind of raise that awareness within society. So Islamophobia, obviously, the APBJ definition, if I can get the word right, is rooted in racism and targets expressions of Muslimness or perceived Muslimness. And what that basically means is kind of prejudice, differential treatment, marginalization of Muslim communities from civic, social and political life.
These days, Islamophobia is hidden. You know, you might see some hate crime for sure, but more importantly, the disproportionate impact of discrimination on Muslim groups, Muslim young men, Muslim women in places of employment. These are the challenges that are faced by British Muslims today. And even the conversations around Azim Rafiq are more framed around race, aren't they? Very little of that conversation in Radio 4 or the BBC is actually about Islamophobia, because people are very reluctant to actually articulate the word Islamophobia. You know, as women, we face a double jeopardy. So if you're Muslim and a woman, you're highly exposed in many ways because people perceive women to be weaker and therefore they target the anti-Muslim racism towards women first and foremost.
As citizens in the UK, our responsibility is to be brave and strong and to stand up to the Islamophobia that we see in our context. Because actually the Islamophobia that we face here is a fraction compared to what we see around the world.
There is a role around the education curriculum being more open and celebrating the contribution of Islam to civilization in general. I mean, you actually have to show positive examples of Islamic achievements. If all the public are exposed to is quite negative and demonic portrayals of the Islamic faith, are we surprised that people are then awkward in public spaces when the conversation comes up about faith?
I think we're going to see more and more young people braving that conversation and being willing to have it. The theme for this year's campaign is Time for Change. And like Halima mentioned, enough is enough.